It's Happy Trails with Bob, and I'm out for a walk. I wasn't going to go today, and I didn't go yesterday. And this is what I want you guys to hear. Starting off this this stream here is I'm like everybody else. That there's, especially here where it's so cold, and you get up. I didn't want to go for a walk yesterday. I didn't feel like it. Even today when I got up, I said, you know what? I don't feel like it. And it's interesting. I did. This has got to be the shortest selfie stick or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, that's what they're called. And I never know which spot on my camera to look. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Who's that? NJC, welcome. And so, but I didn't want to go for another walk. But yesterday, last night, I get an invitation for a voice job, right, from a client. And the commercial is one of these motivational commercials, you know, like you don't want to get up in the morning, you don't want to work out. And it's so funny, all these things coming together. And, you know, it's probably just obviously coincidence, but I thought, you know what, that's me right now. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to come out here to this very spooky forest, which you're going to see here in a little bit more of it. I'm the only one out here, guys. This huge park I'm in right now, I could get eaten right now out here by some wolf, bear, whatever out here. And hello, how you doing? And no one would know. So if while I'm going live, guys, you see a big black bear or a wolf come up behind me or something, you want to give me a shout out and let me know so I can say my last words? I know. And so, you know, I didn't want to get up this morning, but I thought, you know, I'm doing it, man. I'm getting up. I'm getting my ass out of bed. I'm getting my butt out of bed. And I came out here. It's not as cold today, so that's good. And I started walking through this forest out here. It's going to be about I don't know, about an hour and a half walk I'm doing today. I wanted to go farther today. I wanted to push it a little bit. And when I got out here, I thought, I wasn't going to stream. I thought, I brought my selfie stick and my camera just in case. And I thought, well, if I get inspired, then I'm going to do it. So I got inspired. So I do it. And plus, I want you guys to see this. What the hell's that? You kidding me? I don't know what's falling on me right now, but there's something. Can't tell if it's snow, kind of like sleet coming down. That's wild. What the hell was that? I don't know. I'm freaking out here. I'm freaking out here, boys. And so I want you to see these freaky woods around me, and I want you with me. I feel safer. I'm going to be talking a little bit about career stuff today, and whatever else might come up during this walk. And this place is wild. There's nobody out here. There's nobody. Like nobody. Hello. That's wild. Look over here. When I came into the park, there were some deer out, and they're just right in the road. Big deer. It was wild. There's a lake over here. There's a lake over here. We're going to get off this trail here in a minute. But in the summertime, you could ride your bikes on this trail, and you could actually cross-country ski out here in the winter. So, all right. So, put any questions you got in the chat, or anything you want to talk about, put it in there. And I don't care what it is. I like to interact with you guys when I'm doing my walk. It makes the walk more fun for me. But I'm going to talk a little bit about career stuff today and share some of my experiences and see if you guys got anything to share. You know, you might be younger, you might be older, but I'm going to share a little bit of my experience when it comes to career stuff from various perspectives. Now, we got to put it in context. Oh, let's go over here. There's a stand over here. Let's go check this out. We're on a venture, guys. I know I'm gonna run into a bear or something out here. I know it. And this video, this live stream will go viral. Man eaten by bear on a walk in Minnesota. All right, shh, be quiet now. All right, hold on. You guys hear that? What is that? What the hell is that? Do you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? That is wild. What is that? It's like really fine, like rain. Listen to that. I'm going to be quiet for it. Just check this out. That's wild. That's crazy. All right, let's go. Okay, so to put it in context, right? When I was in high school, played sports, all that, normal high school. I went to high school in Frankfurt, Germany. Now the leftovers falling down from, it's weird, guys, because it's like happening, and you would think you'd see it on the cement over here, but there's nothing, right? There's nothing. Look, this is the cement right here. There's nothing. I guess a little bit's hitting now, maybe. Like, dude, it's a phenomenon. I've stumbled into the vortex. I've stumbled into the vortex in the Erie Forest that I'm in all alone out here. I did tell my wife I was coming out to this park in case I don't return home. It's an anomaly! This is straight out of Servarium. I mean, this is freaky. Okay, so I'll put it in context for you guys. And any questions you got about career stuff, or even share what you're thinking, put it in there. But I graduated from high school in Frankfurt, Germany, guys. My dad was in the military, and what was I going to do, right, kind of thing. So Buddy and I joined up in the military when I was 18, and we went into, I had no clue what I wanted to do, guys. No clue. But I wanted to do something, right? So I go into the recruiter with my buddy, and we go in, and we said, hey, man, we saw these dudes parachuting at a fair. Who are those guys? And the guy says, like, what, like Special Forces? We said, we don't know. Yeah, sounds good. So he throws in this videotape, right, of these Army Rangers jumping from planes, hand-to-hand combat, and it just looked badass. And we said, yeah, we want to do that right there. Stupid, right? And this dude, he's like, oh, yeah, perfect. So I go home and tell my dad, and he's like, you don't want to do that. And my dad was in the military, right? He's like, do you know what you're even doing? I said, yeah, I want to. He said, you don't want to do that. Trust me. He says, you don't want to do it. Yes, Army Arma 3 veteran, yes. I am still going to put some videos on that one, some gaming ones. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'll just tell you this right now. Hold on a second here. I got a little split in the trail here. I got to check this out, see which way we're going to go. What's for dinner? Check this out. Well, you can't read backwards. It says, what's for dinner? And it's basically an earth oven they used to use out here, the Native Americans. Let's go this way. But, yeah, in fact, I got a game, a media key. I still get media keys, guys, which I do feel guilty about sometimes because I don't cover a lot of these games. Come check this out, guys. You guys see this. I don't cover a lot of games anymore, right? But I still get them. And I got a key, 2 of them, for Life is Feudal MMO, which was supposed to come out today, but they had a glitch, right? They had some kind of glitch. I want you guys to see this behind you. Some kind of glitch. So it's probably going to come out later today or tomorrow. I am going to live stream Life is Feudal MMO, so on my other channel. So I am going to do that. So the long answer to that was yes. All right, come on down here. Check this out, guys. Check this out. You got to see this. Check it out. This is a new game, Wyatt. This is not Life is Feudal. It's actually Life is Feudal MMO. It's the MMO version now, which is coming out. Again, either later today or tomorrow. So that is ice on that lake behind me, just so you guys know. But look, it's incredible out here. Yeah, this is the MMO. This is not the Life is Futile. So this is going to be awesome. I never tried Life is Futile, but I am going to try this one. I will stream it so you guys can check it out. Okay, let's keep going. So my dad tries to talk me out of it. He's like, hey, you know, you don't want to do this, but I'm telling you, right? And I'm young and stupid and, you know, all that. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. And so I sign up with my buddy, and we end up going off to Fort Benning, Georgia, to infantry school, airborne school, pre-ranger, and eventually I end up in 3rd Ranger Battalion. And my dad was right, of course. I had no clue what I was doing, and I had no idea what was coming when I got to the 3rd Ranger Battalion at 18 years old. To say it was a test of my character and who I was is an understatement, okay? When you are tested under, we'll say, extreme conditions, how about that? You really learn who you are. The worst of you comes out, the best of you comes out under those conditions, right? I'm just looking around, guys, because 2 reasons. 1, I want to get eaten, and 2, in case I see some wildlife I can show you. All right, so the things so here's the big thing. If you're a young person, and that's what I tell my kids, it's okay to have no clue what the hell you want to do in life, right? But do something. Do something. How are you going to know what you want to do in life if you never try it? So it's like eating dinner. How do you know you don't like mushrooms or these other things if you don't try it? So when you're young, that is the time to experiment. You know, whether you're going to go off to college or whether you're going to, you know, do whatever. Dabble in different things. And it's part of the growing process to figure out what the hell you want to do. Now, I'm a believer in the military, and you know, when you're 18, either you go off to the military or you go to college. You do something, right? But you get out the house, you get out into the world, and the military is a good way to do that. And you don't have to be infantry. You can just trades, you can learn different things. You can get college money. I got, what was it? Back then, like $50,000 for college or $25,000. I want you guys to see something out here. It's awesome. There's a big ass, ooh, I gotta quit cussing. There's a big eagle's nest out here, and I want you guys to see this. I'm gonna turn around. Off in the distance, straight up behind me, over my head, right there, top of my head, up in that tree is a big eagle's nest. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see it. Way off there in the distance. I don't know if you could see it. Right over there, big eagle's nest. I don't see any animals. I love the fields out here, how they look this golden color during the winter like this. All right, let's keep going. All right, so here's the things I want you to know when you're young, and when I got in the military, especially in the Rangers, there are life lessons that I learned in the Rangers, right, as a young man, that to this day I carry with me, like in my DNA, right? And those life lessons actually helped me in my career once I got out of the military and all of my endeavors, okay? There were some core things that I learned through just struggling in the Rangers that I think made me a better person, right? And the things I learned about other people in those circumstances, I tell you, when it's really stressful, you see the worst of people and the best, okay? And the other part of that is you never know who's going to step up and who's not going to step up, who's going to step down, none of that stuff. But when I went off to college after the military, I started doing college. Again, doing something, not, you know, sitting at home, but trying to figure out something. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up still. I had no clue. And then what happened is I stumbled into a job, okay? I stumbled into a job. My dad, I think, thought, you know, I was 27 years old, doing the college, working different jobs. And my dad said, and I lived in the same area, he said, why don't you go try work for this big company? I said, nah, I don't know. So then I was trying to get him off my back, and I filled out the form. Before you know, like a year later, I forgot about it. I get an interview for the job. I go out, I interview, I get hired with no intention, none, with no intention of staying with this company at all, okay? And, whoops, sorry guys. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, there we go. It looks weird. Oh, there we go, like that. Okay, so no clue on what to do. I mean, no clue if I wanted to stay, if I wanted to do this. I was making some money. I was 27. You know, I wasn't married, none of that. It was all right. But here's the important thing, and that was, I knew I wanted to do a good job though, and no matter what I did. So those things I learned in the Rangers, things I learned in life, was even though I might have been starting out, I was kind of on call, not even a permanent employee, I was going to do the best job I could, right? So from the start, it's critical, once you get on with a place, even if you don't think you're going to work there, right? Even if you think I'm gonna be here just for the summer or something, right? And you get on with the place, it is so critical that you do the best job you can do, no matter what job. Pushing the broom doesn't matter, because here's the short story of the whole thing. 20 years later, I was still at that company, but I worked my way from that bottom position, okay, all the way to the top. I'm talking the top. You know, this is a big organization. When I got out, I think my budget was $130 million. I mean, I think I had about 500 employees under me, a lot of responsibility. But here's why I'm telling you this, is the reason I was able to move up. This is what's critical, I think. The reason I was able to move up and have credibility, which is the key word here, is because people remembered me when I was first in the job, right? When I was pushing that broom or doing those entry-level things. When I later became their manager, supervisor, later the executive of the organization, right? Later, much later, they said, you know, I'm going to do what Bob says. Or Bob, you know, is engaging us. I respect Bob, even if I don't like his decision, because I know he did the work. I know when he was down here doing what I'm doing, he busted his butt. So the takeaway message on this is, when you're young and you're starting out a place, even if you don't think you're going to stay there, always do an amazing job, right? Because if you decide to stay, if you decide to move up, people are going to remember you for what you were like when you were at the bottom, not from the top. And we had a saying in the Rangers, right, called flashlight Rangers. We called them flashlight. Back in the Erie Forest, guys, I want you to see this. Look back here. There's nobody for miles. Just me, you guys, and this rain. It's actually raining. And a flashlight ranger, and I say I'll use this term at work too. You don't want to be this person, okay? You get a job, you're working there, right? And you're doing okay. You don't like pushing the broom. You do enough to get by. You know, you don't like it. You don't want to stay there. You know, you fake smiles, whatever, right? And then before you know it, supervisor position comes open. You know, damn, that's more money. That's double the salary. I'm going to apply for that job. So you apply for it. Somehow you get it. And guess what? Now you become a flashlight ranger. All of a sudden, you're walking around telling the people pushing the broom and all that, do a better job. Why aren't you doing that? You know, that's not the standard, yada, yada, yada. But you didn't do it. And you know what? They remember that. So when the spotlight is on you, the flashlight, you shine. You're running the show. But you're not a good follower, and people will remember you for what you were like as a follower. So remember that. It has helped me in my career. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. You got to be a good follower to be a good leader, okay? So that's my little career advice. The other thing just try different things. Go for it. Go for it. Don't be like when I got done with that 20-year career, I had no clue what I wanted to do. I tried different odds and ends jobs, didn't like them. Had no clue. I wanted to go mow a golf course and not be responsible for anybody. Put some music in. Nah, I couldn't do it. And then, boom, through fluke things, I tried this voice acting thing. Boom. You know, 9 months later, I've 100 clients. You know, thousands of dollars. And I love it. Just got to try different things. You're never too old to do that. Whether you're 20, 15, 50, 70, never too old to try something new. And that's the awesome thing about life. And that's the one thing I want people to hear on my videos and streams is you are never too old, never too broken down to try something new. Got to just get up and do it. Like this morning, I did not want to do this walk. I did not want to come out to this Erie forest by myself, but I'm doing it. And now I love that I did it. And I hope I don't get eaten by a grizzly. Oh my God. All right, guys. I think that's enough babbling probably for one day, one morning. You guys got any questions before? Oh, actually, I'm going to carry you a little bit farther with me because up ahead here is something very cool. They've got these, they're called yurts. Maybe you guys all know what yurts are, that you can camp in overnight out here. And what I'm waiting for is the snowfall to hit. I want to do a winter camping out here with the family, and I think it would be awesome. Another thing is I saw, yeah, so hey guys, later today or tomorrow, I will live stream on my other channel, Life is Feudal, the new MMO game that's coming out. So just so you know that. But shout out to Shirley Curry. I saw she was working out on the treadmill the other day, trying to get in shape, you know, and that's the one thing about gaming, guys, is it can get you out of shape, you know, especially if you really get into it hardcore. Before you know it, all those things you used to like to do, you ain't doing them anymore. I've been there. I've lived it. I'm sure you have too. You choose a Saturday night instead of going out with friends, you want to play Battlefield 1, you know. And so what I would suggest to you guys, if you can, just try to break away sometimes. And you too. All right, man, take care. I'm going to show you guys this yurt, and they're going to wrap it up here. Let's see if you got any questions about anything. I'm glad. I still got half the lake to get around, guys. I got like another, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe to go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, hopefully they're helpful. And, you know, they're not, this is not rocket science, but you got to set the example. And just to add to that story, there's some cultures, and I'm generalizing here, but that had that kind of ethic, you know. And when I was a lieutenant in this organization, check this out. Let's go check this out. Behind me, look at this right here. Isn't that awesome? That's awesome. Let's go check it out. Hey, hello, how you doing? But I was a lieutenant, and I had a female sergeant. Her name was Hashimoto. She was from Japan. Yeah, it's a yurt. Let's go check it out, guys. Look at this baby. I was staying here this winter. Now, the thing I noticed too, they've got bear storage things out here. So again, if I get attacked or eaten by a bear, please post this all over social media so I can get millions of views. I'll be dead. But this one's called the Eagle. Check this out, baby. These are awesome, man. Look at these yurts. Let's look inside. I'm gonna let you guys look inside here, okay? Check it out. Isn't that cool? Bunk beds in there. Out here they've got, see, here's the Barracuda bin. This is for the bears. And let's go down here. You can do so we're doing some winter camping out here. If you guys want to see some footage from that would be, I think, just let me know. Let's go down here to the lake again. But I remember this sergeant. She was a female sergeant, Japanese, you know, spoke broken English. Her work ethic and her just level of respect and dedication was off the hook. When she would come to my office, the only employee that would do this, and she didn't have to do this, but it was wild. She would walk up to my office, stand at the door, right? And my door's open. I had an open door policy. Come on in. You know, I like I am now on these lives. That's how I was as a supervisor. So come on in, let's chat. And she would stop every time and knock on the edge of my door, on the frame, right? She would knock on it and stand, almost like the position of tension, and just stand there like this. And I'd be like, come on in here, Hashimoto. And even when I would say to her, don't do that, she would always stop out of respect, knock on my door, and she'd say, Mr. Baker, can I talk to you? I mean, it was so refreshing, you know, just how respectful she was. We had a snowstorm. Half the employees called in sick. She walked from home, miles, through this snowstorm to come to work. I was blown away. Those are the kind of people that are amazing and that do well in careers. Here's, look at this. Frozen lake down. Look at that. You could stay at the yurts, and then you go out on these boats right here on the lake and fish and stuff. Let's keep going, baby. I was going to wrap it up, but I got to be honest. When I'm talking like this, doing these walks, they go easier. Not that they're so difficult. And then up here, there's actually spots you can walk in out here, and you can camp. Like, you know, basically carry your own stuff in and camp. And this might be one up here coming up. I don't know. This is, guys, I'm old, man. I'm 50 years old. Oh, you guys don't have bears here? You don't have bears? Well, we got bears and wolves here, so I'm keeping my eye out, making a lot of noise. I don't want to startle any. But I forgot what I was going to say. That's what happens when you get older. So you easily forget things, but that's okay. But right here, check this out. You can see there's a log right there. Someone might have been doing a fire back there. You could sit out here. Oh, yes, I was going to say. I've been to a lot of parks, guys. You know, in Europe and in the Pacific Northwest. It is easier. In the Pacific Northwest, beautiful parks. This park right here is, for me, one of the most beautiful parks that I enjoy coming to. Yeah, I remembered. See, the walk is clearing my head up. But it's just the lakes here. There's like 3 lakes. You can swim in them all. In summer, it's just beautiful. All of this, you know, obviously turns back to its regular colors and leaves and stuff. The wildlife, there's deer. It's not too crowded. You can fish here. There's yurts. It is just off the hook. Beautiful. My favorite spot to come in the summer. I have no clue where I'm at right now, but I will show you this, guys. All right, here we go. Damn, it's raining and it's cold. It's like ice rain. Who cares? So look at this out here. Wait till you see this. Okay, so look. I don't know if you guys can see just how just wild. That's all some frozen. But across that lake is my car somewhere. Maybe I'll find it at some point. Let's keep going. Oh my God. I should have brought my gloves. I didn't bring them. I'm running this hill, baby. Let's take it, Ranger. Okay, so these are the camping sites right here. So you can camp in here. Now this says restricted area, do not trespass. How did that happen? Did I get off the trail? Oh, the trail's over there. All right, so you actually camp with a tent right in here. Get eaten by a grizzly. So Life is Futile MMO later today, maybe tomorrow. I have actually fired up some other games I've been playing. I like these building games. I know it's weird, but they're really relaxing to me. And I like to sit there and just build stuff. I've been playing Rising World again. And Rising World has a huge update coming. And I just sit in there and build on my little property. And it's weird. But for some reason, it's relaxing. And I just sit there and build a house and a lake and some trees and whatever. And for some reason, I enjoy it. It's kind of like some people like Tetris or these, you know, vegging out to some game. For some reason, those building games, I like it. And when my wife sees me playing it, she just looks at me and like, what are you doing? I said, you know what? It decompresses me. I like it. I don't know if any of you guys experience that, where some of these kind of more relaxing games, not as competitive, if you use those to kind of relax, decompress, whatever. All right, backing on the trail here. I'm really hoping I see some deer, but I'm probably too loud. I saw some earlier coming in. Here's a firewood. Maybe next time I'll make a fire. Here we go. Here's some fire. I can make yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do that next time. I want to make a fire. Now, I do have something with me, guys, that some of you may not approve of. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't know if you ever played Rising World, but it's like that. Once you got to get a property, yeah, around the camp. This is probably already bad enough, but so I have developed. It's not even a habit, guys. So don't start lecturing old Shake, old Bob on this one. But when I was a kid, I had not fond memories, or just memories of my dad when I'd come home sometimes. This is back in the day when parents smoked in the house or whatever, and he would smoke this pipe, right? And it had a cherry smell to it, and I always just smelled so good, right? And so I've never really smoked in my life. I've always been a non-smoker. I've tried it, you know, with a beer. But a couple months ago, I tried a pipe, okay? You know, it's like once a week, or if I'm fishing, I will pull out my pipe, right? And I don't really inhale the smoke because I'll start coughing, but I like the smell, the memory it kind of brings back for me. And there's a whole bunch of different blends of tobacco with different smells. Check this out behind me, guys. Rains. I can't believe it's raining. Do I got a hood on this baby? I do. Let's get the hood on, man. I'm gonna get the hood on. Yeah, that's better. All right. And I think I'm actually gonna fire this baby up here. I'm gonna fire my pipe up. And some of you won't like that. That's okay. We gotta look over here. Looks like we got a beaver. Again, these beavers, you can see the chipped wood down here. They start working on these trees. Don't feel bad for smoking a pipe. Yeah, well, I only do it like once a week, maybe. And I love it. I know I look stupid. I don't care. And this is again back to, oh, nice. Yeah, I don't judge. But this comes back to, you know, doing new things in your life. And maybe not bad habit things, but I have a pipe. And today with me, what do I got with me? What do I got? My blend. The blend I got today is called, here you go. You can't read it backwards, but it's called Highlands Whiskey. Highlands Whiskey. With a name like that, you know that's got to smell good. All right, guys, I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to teach you guys something if you don't know this. When I was in the range, oh, shoot. I just dropped my pipe. When I was in the Rangers, when you were out, oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Oh, it's not? Oh, so here's the trail. Okay, so here's this whole park I'm at right now, guys, right here. We are right down here, and now I'm going to cut across along the lake here. And you guys don't, I mean, I'm just going to keep streaming. What the hell? Because then I feel like at least I'm not alone out here, which, you know, that's a weird thing with human beings where well, some struggle with being alone, you know? Like if I was out here right now not talking to you, you know, I'd be thinking about things. And sometimes that can be a challenge. All right, what was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something else, and of course I jumped all over the place. Now I forgot. Oh, and the Rangers. So when I'm going to teach you guys something, right? Do something useful with the stream. There's a thing called sills, right? S-L-L-S. Sills. Okay, so when I was in the military, and we would be on patrol out of a place like this, right? So you're out in patrol. That's right, I don't want to be lonely. That's right. So you're on this patrol, and you're moving. You got your gun. I'm gonna hold this like a gun. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, did I? Okay. So I got my gun. I stop. Now this I've been walking, you know, making noise. What you do is this thing called sills, right? Stop, look, and listen to smell. So what you do, you get down like this and stay super quiet. And you start hearing all these sounds that you were not hearing when you were walking. I can hear some trucks in the distance over there. Rain coming down. Vehicles over here. So if let's say you're lost or you don't know where you're at, do this sills. S-L, stop, look, listen, and smell. And trust me, you will hear things you didn't know were there. And it could help you, okay? All right, that's my handy dandy tip of the day, okay? Now, since I'm talking about that, the other thing, while I'm at it, I'm just doing random things now, guys. I'm going to talk about navigation, okay? Because the one thing I got really good at in the Rangers was navigation. Now, different than today. This was 20-something years ago, right? Back in the day, we didn't have GPS. You know, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have any. You know what we had? Good old-fashioned compass that just opened up and a map. That's it. That's all we had. And we would have to move through stuff like this, thick stuff, jungles, all that, you know, miles, you know, 10 miles, different directions all over the place. No GPS, no cell phones, none of that stuff. A map and a compass, right? And maybe one day I'm going to have to do one on navigation. I'm going to bring my compass out here and do a little navigation course. But the biggest thing with navigation is you do that sills to help you get associated with your surroundings is the terrain around you, right? I got lost in the jungles of Panama with my squad. We got lost. And I'm like, this is real deal, guys. I was down there for a month of jungle training. We're in the Panama jungle, thick as hell, nasty, you know, all kinds of animals, you name it, it's in the jungle. And I was there for, like I said, jungle training. And one of the things we had to do was they drop you way out in the jungle. I mean, I'm talking miles out in the jungle, right? With your squad. And then you have to make it, they don't tell you where you're at, right? Oh yeah, I'd love to show you guys how to do that. I love to navigate. But I'll tell you a little bit about this. So this will relate to navigating. So imagine that you're out in the jungle, triple canopy. You can't see the sky. It's so thick, you can't see hills, you can't see nothing. And they drop you in the middle of the jungle, and you have no clue where to go. And you have to make it back to your base by a certain time. And here's the kicker. Let's say you think you find a road or something. They are patrolling the roads and you have to evade them. So if they capture you, right, while you're out trying to escape, it's called an E&E, escape and evasion. If they capture you, they take you back to where they dropped you off and you start over. And the last thing you want in the jungle is to be out there at night. Because let me tell you something right now, when you're in the jungle at night and you put your hand in front of your face, you can't see it. Pitch black, trust me. So we get lost. We're totally lost, right? Because what you do when you navigate with a compass and a map is you train associate. You look for hills and ridges and things around you that are going to be on that map. And by seeing those on the map, you can associate with it. So if I see this ridge right over here to my right, over here on a map, I see the lake, I can start to figure out where I'm at, right? The other thing you can do, this is really cool, you can do a reverse azimuth. So let's say I was out here, I have no clue where I'm at. But off in the distance, I see a radio antenna or a building or something far. And then over here, I see a mountain over here. I can shoot an azimuth at that mountain, and I can shoot an azimuth at that antenna and do a reverse azimuth back to me, and it will crisscross on my map, and it will pinpoint exactly where I'm at. You might not know that. It's pretty awesome. So we're lost, right? And I'm the squad leader. And these guys are like, what the hell are we going to do, man? And so, you know, there's just like 6 of us, middle of this jungle. And I find a river. Now, here's the one thing. Obviously, rivers flow. You know, they go downstream. And they usually flow to bigger bodies of water. And I got a picture of this, guys. Us lost on this river. And I'm going to have to post it one day for you. And what I said to them, and I was panicking inside, but I didn't let them know that, is I said, we're going to get on this river, and we're going to follow this river down, because this river has to empty into a bigger body of water. So what we did, hours we walked on this river through the jungle, and eventually it emptied into the Panama Canal, and we were able to find our way back to the barracks. It was cray. I learned that word, those are words for my kids, cray. It was crazy. All right, let's keep going. I've been streaming now for 40 minutes, talking about the stupidest stuff probably in the world. Some of you have watched. Appreciate that. Oh my God, my kids will watch this one day when I'm gone and think our dad was absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. I don't care, I love it. Okay. What a walk. What scenery out here. I'm so glad. What's up, the red? I'm so glad I forced myself to get out of bed today and to come do this walk when I felt like I didn't want to. I didn't feel it. I don't know what this is behind me right here, guys. I don't know if that's where an axe murderer lives, or I got a vivid imagination, don't I? I'm always thinking the worst. That's why I'd love to have called my channel well, I'll talk about more then, because I've got so many. You know, when I was in the Rangers, guys, let me tell you guys, the one thing I want to say too is, this is something I learned in the Rangers, guys. That another one of these life lessons that you learn in life, right? That if you've not learned this yet, you're going to learn it now. Okay. I'm 5'9". I'm no badass. I'm not no ass. I'm sorry, I'm cussing. I'm not a butt kicker. You know, I'm not some tough guy, all that. And so I go through infantry, I go through airborne school. I'm scared to death, but I'm doing it, right? I'm manning up. And I'm just looking around to see if I see any animals out here. I'll show you guys. And so I start to go towards the Rangers, right? And I'm seeing these dudes. They are just beasts. I mean, chiseled, Rambo. You know, they all got that jawbone, like this. They always look like this, Look tough as hell, right? Tough as hell. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to survive the hand-to-hand pit, when you're chopping each other with these real men, some of these guys just tough looking. And here's the thing I learned quickly, guys. In fact, I'm going to stop for this because this is what I learned. That is so important to learn. And maybe some of you, most of you may be ready to learn this, but if you haven't, take notes. You ready? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh my God, I'm gonna sit down. Oh, it's all wet, but who cares? I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna sit down for a minute, and you guys are gonna join me here. I'm gonna light up my, you guys don't want to see my crotch here, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna get my pipe out. This is hilarious. I don't know if this is gonna work in the rain, but I'm gonna give it a try. So what I learned was this. We got some rain coming down. This is just epic. Is this. I keep saying this like 15 times. You know what? I'm doing Black Kathy today. I've not tried Black Kathy. So we're gonna try black. Oh my God, it is so black. I guess that's why they call it Black Kathy, but this tobacco is black like oil. It's wild. My phone's getting all wet. Let me pack in the Black Kathy there. So, I quickly learned during physical things like, long hikes where you don't have any sleep, or, even hand-to-hand combat, stuff like that. It is the ones you think are the wussies that are the toughest dudes or toughest gals. I don't want to discriminate here against the ladies. It is the one you never thought was the one. Is the one. The one that you thought was the tough guy or the tough girl, guess what? Most of the time, it's not them. Hold on. Hold on. You never thought you were going to get all this today, did you? I got to go under this tree over here real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Holy moly. All right. So, and I'll give you a couple specific examples of this. It's already going out. Man, it is raining. Holy moly. Okay. I'll give you a specific example. And these memories are ingrained in my head. I can't get them out if I want to. And I'm sure maybe there's some other military folks on here or who might watch this will agree. Just put it back on. Let's do it. Let's see if I can get this baby lit. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Holy moly shake. I don't know. Take your time. No, rain is hit. I'll try in a minute here. Okay, so I'm in northern Georgia, right? And I'm in northern Georgia in Ranger School, right? Ranger School is back when I went through, 58 days long. You got one meal a day. One meal a day. One MRE. You maybe got 2 hours of sleep, maybe, every 24 hours. That's it. It was brutal. Hardest thing I've done in my life, guys, Ranger School. And we're in the northern part of Georgia for phase 2. And we had to climb these, basically, this is beautiful out here. Psychotic. We had to climb these, the Tennessee Divide, it's called. And we had to do patrols out here in these mountains, right? Rappelling and all this stuff. And we were on this hill. No, it's a mountain. What am I talking about? This thing was straight up, right? And I remember the name even. I can't remember my kids' names barely. Pungent Gap was the name of this climb. It was about 1,000, 2,000 feet straight up. And we had to go up this baby and over it on a patrol, right? And people are tired. They're hungry. They're starving. You know, it's brutal. And I remember going up this thing, and about halfway, there was this one dude, and he was Mr. You know what? He was Mr. Bad, the A word. He thought he was all that. You know, he looked like Rambo. He was the one. You thought, this guy is Rambo. This is the epitome of a ranger, right? And here I was, 5'9", maybe 150 pounds. Didn't look like too much, right? I'm climbing up this thing, and I'm hanging, I'm leaning into it. I'm tired, but my legs are moving, because if you stop, you're out. And I hear ahead of me on the climb, I see a figure like slouched over, sitting on the ground, and the head is down, and the dude is bawling like a baby. I mean, just, I can't do it anymore. I mean, just crying. And I thought, oh my God, what the hell is going on? And I'm walking up, and I lean into this hill, and as I pass him, I look, and you know who it is? You can guess who it is. It was Rambo. Rambo sat down, started crying, right? I mean like a little kid. I can't take it. Cry, everything, right? Quit on the spot. Quit on the spot. Now let's take the other opposite end of the spectrum, guys. Take the other end of the spectrum. I had a little friend in the Rangers. Name was Avila. 5'4", 5'5" on a good day. 135 pounds. Little belly on him. Didn't look like nothing. I mean nothing. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have not met anybody in my life as tough as this little 5'4", 5'5" Avila guy. He could out-hump you, which is like walking, right? He could out-hump you. He could outrun you. It didn't matter what it was. He would never break. Ever. Because you know what the end of the day it is? It's what's inside. You guys know that already. It's what's inside. It's not what's on the outside. It's not the muscles. It's not all that. It is right here. It is mental toughness is what's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. And whether you're a woman or a man, doesn't matter. Right here. Mental toughness. And yeah, we're still out here. Still out here. Still walking. Some of you are still with me. I'm going to try to get my pipe lit up here. Hold on a second, guys. I think my battery's actually about to go dead. I've been going so long, guys. My battery is about to die. Let me see if I light my pipe, guys. That's some good shit, right? Oops, I said it again. I gotta quit cursing on these things. The best of my ability here. All right, going down here to the lake. I've been streaming for 50 minutes. That's so stupid. Who cares? I'm gonna take us one last story. I'm gonna try to squeeze one more in, and this will tell you something about me as a person, which I got a lot of flaws. I know, but I'm trying to keep it somewhat clean. I apologize. Look at this, guys, down here. Let's walk along here, but look at the ice. Look at this right here. It's starting to ice up. Look at this. This is like, I need to start like an adventure channel. Let's walk down this trail right here. We're gonna go along the lake. Hopefully I don't fall in. Who cares if I do? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys one more story from the Rangers. And this one will tell you what I believe in and what I don't believe in. Okay? Now again, I'm not no bad at, or you know what I mean. I'm no bad whatever. I'm a regular guy, mama's boy, but there are certain things I believe in. And those beliefs are so strong that they're unwavering, okay? So, I'm in Ranger School. Well, I don't know if I want to go this way. No, I'm gonna trudge back through the bush here. Hold on. This is getting a little too nasty. So, when you're in Ranger School, right? You have to pass. I don't know what it's like now. I'm talking 27 years ago, but I'm sure it's just the same. I'm off trail. I'm going through the bushes. You have to pass certain things. Like, you know, you have to, like, nobody has a rank. You lose your rank when you go in. You have a number, right? And basically, what they'll do is they'll call you up and say, number 455, you're now the lieutenant. Number 28, you're the sergeant. And you have to take on that role, right? And it could be at any moment, right? And you have to take over and kick butt. So, they made me, I think I was the platoon leader. Platoon leader, yeah, I was the platoon, I was the lieutenant. They made me the lieutenant. And I gotta imagine, I'm only 19 years old. 19 years old, and I gotta tell some of these guys who are officers, sergeants, first sergeants, you know, higher ranking, older guys, I gotta tell them what to do. You wanna talk about a challenge? And not only that, they're tired, they're hungry, and they don't want some 19-year-old punk telling them what to do. So they made me lieutenant. And they said, Ranger Baker, you know, they said, this is your mission. Take your guys, do this mission. It was a recon mission, right? And they had bad guys out there. And the two instructors, these weren't nice dudes, trust me. And so they said, we want you to recon this objective, you know, probe it, get the intel, and bring it back. So I'm thinking I'm good to go. I send these guys out to probe this objective. They go out and do a recon. They're looking for it. They can't find it. So eventually they're not coming back, right? So, and the instructors aren't around either. They went somewhere. So then I go out to find my guys. I eventually find my guys. They couldn't find the objective. And, you know, but I'm taking charge. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm on the road with these guys. And all of a sudden I can see the instructors coming. They're like, get everybody out on the road. They're screaming like maniacs. You know, get the effing platoon on the road. And they're going crazy. I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? So I got all these guys like on a path like this, right? 30-something dudes. I'm standing like, the camera, the selfie is the instructor, right? I'm standing like this, like, okay, what the hell's going on? I'm at 5%. If it goes dead, I make it real quick. They lost their minds. They said I shouldn't have left, right? Yada, yada, yada. They said, you know what? We're going to break you. We're going to break you, Ranger Baker. You're going to quit before the night's over. And these two dudes basically were bullies. Okay? And basically told me, we're going to break you. You're going to quit before the night's over. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell? They give me the radio, and back in the day, it was a Prick 77, old Vietnam radio, heavy as hell, plus my backpack. They gave me the Pig, the M60 machine gun on the front, which you don't normally carry those two together. Gave me all that gear. They took us out in the woods, and all night, these guys were throwing artillery simulators at me, and we had to run through the woods when those are going off, right? All night, and they kept screaming, "You're gonna quit! You're gonna quit!" And the more they said that, you know what came up inside of me? Hell no. Hell, I will die first before I quit for two dudes like you. There ain't no way I'm gonna give two dudes like you the satisfaction that you broke me. There ain't no way. So all night I fell over trees, I cut my knees up, and the more they screamed at me, you know what I said back to them? And I'm not kidding you. The more they screamed, "You're gonna quit now," I looked these guys, well, I didn't look at them, I was running. I screamed back at them, "F you, bring it." That's right. F you, bring it. And I went all night. All night. Until the next day, those two left, and two new instructors came on, two new RIs, they're called, Ranger instructors. Never give up, baby. Especially not just that. You never give up against what I won't call it evil, but the wrong person who's wrong. You never give up. Right has got to win over wrong. And so the next day the instructor comes in, another one, says, "Hey, Ranger Baker, I heard you had a rough night." He says, "But, we got a clean slate. You and I are good to go. So, why don't you get some rest, man, and whatever." But you know what I earned that night? I earned respect from the other people in my platoon. They saw that I was not going to crumble under that pressure. And I tell you what, from that point on, things worked out better for me. So I think I just died.